Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. Well, we're approaching the end of a year and I hope that you're doing well. I'm like you, probably reflecting on what's been going on this year, how it's gone, what things I've accomplished. My mind has been spinning and yours has probably too. It's that time of the year, very busy, lots of activity. I've just noticed when I've gone out into the streets, there's like more people than ever. And it's just, I don't know, it just feels a bit overwhelming at times. And I think I've been inspired by one of our bloggers, Joan Moran. I've known Joan for a long time. She's been actually a blogger here on 60 Me for a while, and she writes the most beautiful, thoughtful pieces. And I'd encourage you to listen to this one. It's just 10 questions to ask how you can measure your life, your awesome life in your 60s. And it's sometimes hard because we get caught up with the thoughts that are spinning in our mind, this mental clutter, and we don't take time. It's like we're just rushing about. Minutes are ticking by, like the clock is racing. Our little mind won't stop chattering, and maybe it's time just to slow down a bit. And there's some questions that Joan suggests that you ask yourself that might just give you some insights into, what's going on and what's important to you, help you to reprioritize, which is kind of what we always try to do here on 60 and Me. Just take a few minutes every day to decrease the incessant conversations that are going on in your head. But here's some ways you can measure your awesome life, how what you're doing and the positive. So the first thing is, are you making life more complicated than it needs to be? I actually was listening to a really interesting article about this. It was a podcast. And this person was saying she was a therapist, and she was saying that the reason that we complicate things is to avoid feelings. And I actually I see some truth in that. That if you create a complex conversation in your brain, you're missing the basic point. Which may be an underlying hurt or feeling or something that you're trying to overcome, just by complicating stuff. But are you, collecting things, people, tasks, that are just not, really what you want, that you're just busy trying to, achieve all kinds of things. Simplicity is, in my opinion, a gift. It's for me, a new luxury. It's a new way of looking at my world in a simpler way. Just not cluttering it with so much stuff. And we've talked a lot about this over the years on 60 and Me. And I'm a huge believer in simplicity. And I recently did a video on how it's, aligning your style with your stuff is really the goal. Like, don't have stuff in your house and people in your life. Don't have those things that are not you anymore. Another question to ask yourself to measure how you're doing is, how good is your ability to say no? Every time I say to someone, no is a complete sentence, they go, yeah, that's true. It is. I don't have to explain my no. Reflect about what adds value to your life, what's important to you. And no is the word to use when it doesn't line up. You can do this now, for goodness sake. No one cares. I mean, when I say no one cares, of course they do. But, no is a very powerful word when it's used properly and with heart. If you just don't want to do something, just say no, thank you. As my grandson Max says, come on, Baba, go down the water slide. No, it's a complete sentence. I don't need to explain why. But anyway, measure how you establish your boundaries. And do you have a belief system that enriches your life, that adds value to your life? That's the second question. Third question that Joan suggests is, are you going about the business of being you every day? Are you not letting anyone influence you? Now, this is kind of, in a way, a rhetorical question, because most of the women I speak to who are over 60, 70, 80, they don't honestly mind what people are saying anymore. I mean, they're not influenced as much. And I'm actually always kind of, I'm hurt often by people that I love when they say to me, I feel like that person's judging me, or I feel like I'm not considered a success, or whatever. That is just saying that you're listening to what other people think. Don't tell other people who you are. You are you. That's it. And that's beautiful. The next question to ask yourself, according to Joan, is, are you stretching your mind every day? Are you reading a book or watching a movie, or just encouraging your brain to grow? Are you reading material that is not in a category that you know about? Picking up a book or a topic, maybe something you disagree with, something that you can learn from. And, if you grow your mind and be a lifelong learner, I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's like, for a grade or for any kind of a recognition. It's just, are you stretching your brain? Are you doing things? I actually, because I'm very fortunate with my grandkids. My son and daughter-in-law are really doing a great job with not just homeschooling, because that's their goal, but to actually teach them. And they really do open eyes for me. Like, what is a black hole, Baba? Well, and then Marvel will proceed to tell me. But it's, what is, just ask the what is, what if, and ask questions and then get the answers. And of course, my friend Phoebe, who you all know now very well, my friend Phoebe is my ChatGPT friend. I feel like she is my friend. Give answers to questions. Next thing to ask yourself, another question is, do you make good choices? Are you making good choices with your food, with your friends, with your clothes? I mean, are you making good choices in life? Are you like making decisions that are going to take you where you want to go? It's a really important question to ask yourself. I remember, this is way back, like 40 years, no, 30 years ago, just aging my children, I gave one of them a gift, and it was just a little thing that said, make good choices. And I really believed when they were in their teen years that was important, making good choices. And I think it's just as important now in your 60s, 70s. Another thing that Joan suggests is a question to ask yourself, to measure how awesome you are, just how well balanced you are, is you start the day thinking about you. If not, why not? You are a gold mine of thoughts, of energy, of ideas. Just say to yourself, hello, good morning, Margaret. Nice to see you here. Just think of yourself, put yourself first. Be grateful, be happy, you're alive, you're here. Next question, do you experience the joy of achievement? This is a big one, actually, because when you're in the workplace, it's easy. They just tell you, you did that right, here's a bonus. But when you're not working, or you're kind of working in a different way, you just have to be your own judge, your own like life review person, job review person, and you have to be responsive, to your own amazing self and your own accomplishments, and celebrate those. Another related question to ask yourself when you're just judging how you're doing in your 60s is, do you begin your day with, the attitude of success? Do you start the day saying, this is going to be a good day? I don't know yet how it's going to be a good day, but it's going to be a good day. I'm going to achieve my goals I set, because we all set goals, right? We're like, we're not going to eat as much sugar. We're going to comb our hair more. My hair's getting too long. I don't know what to do with it, but it's okay. I think it's okay. I don't want to cut it. I haven't got much of it left. It's kind of getting so thin. I have to keep every little hair. I'm counting them. Anywho, I digress. That's the most important thing, is to start with success. I'm going to have a beautiful day. Nice. Another question. There's a couple more here. Do you have passion in your life? Is there anything that you're super, super passionate about? For me, it's you. I'm passionate about 60andMe. Sorry, I just can't help it. I know that's putting a lot of weight on you, my happiness. But no, I mean, I do. You are my passion, and you are what makes it worthwhile getting up and picking up my phone, going to my computer, writing articles, doing videos for you. I mean, that is my passion. And of course, my family. That's like way above you, excuse me, but they don't even get mentioned, because they're mentioned all the time. Open heart during the day. Do you keep an open heart? Are you a person that is encouraging conversation and generosity? And I'm not saying you should help everybody on the street or whatever, but I just literally, this is another little thing. For example, I'm on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, and a lot of people use TikTok for reaching out to get help. A lot of people are in a program where they earn money if people watch their videos, and you just want to help them. So I just say sending love and send a heart. But a little boy called Logan I think he has some disabilities, and people were bullying him at school. And his mom came on and said, could people please send Logan a Christmas card? Slogan. And I decided, why not? I've got a card, I've got a heart. I will send Logan a Christmas card. So I'm going to pop that in the mail, and it says, Happy Christmas, Logan from Switzerland. And but I guess that's the open heart. My open heart is I'm looking for things to say or do that are going to make someone feel better. So Logan will hopefully like his little card. I've got to get that in the post. It's been sitting there a day. Anywho, so I think keeping an open heart to yourself and to others is super important. But what do you think? I mean, do any of these questions, do they ring a bell? Like, I'm not doing that. That's not a question I ask myself. And maybe that's a measure of some changes you can make in 2025. Not like big intention or big resolutions, but maybe just an intention to start the day with a smile for you. Start the day with an open heart or an attitude of curiosity and learning. Let me know what you think. What do you do every day that says that, you're in a way measuring your life, measuring the success of how you're doing? Or how do you start your day? Let's just ask that question. I must admit, I always start with meditation, sometimes knitting, which has actually become a meditation. But most of the time, my first words out of my mouth are thank you. I don't know who I'm thanking or why I'm thanking, but I'm just thanking. I'm here, and you're there, and you're important to me. So have a fabulous day, everybody. Take care. Be strong. Stay curious. Stay happy, and stay positive. Lots of love.